When it comes to selling your home and putting a real estate lockbox on your house, do home sellers really need one? Or is the more important question, which kind do you really need? We're going to adventure down that path right now. Hi, I'm Brett Bolsenthal with eXp Realty and SoldByBrett.com. And today, the question is, when you decide to list your house and you're listing it with a real estate agent to put your house for sale, do you really need a real estate lockbox? Or is the more important question, which kind do you really need? And that's what we're going to dive into here today. You see, combination lockboxes have been used nationwide, worldwide, as a way to prevent the public from getting in your house and trying to keep your house secure. But it's not always the public that you have to be concerned with. A lot of times, unfortunately, even in our industry, there are some bad eggs, and those that don't play by the rules. And that combination lockbox is not going to prevent those things from happening. Case in point, when we schedule a showing with another real estate agent, it's you and I that have the combination. But now, the other agents that are scheduled to show your house also have the combination. There's no telling if your house is particularly vacant, it's a bank foreclosure, or it's an estate sale, who is getting the combination. Because there are many agents out there that do give it out because they know there's nobody living there. What harm can it cause? No harm, no foul, right? Wrong. We're going to show you a couple examples of why you might want to consider making sure your agent has either a super lockbox or something equivalent to it. These are electronic lockboxes that are designed to track who and when has been through your door. We know the time and the exact day that these people have access to your property. So therefore, we can narrow it down if one of these following occurrences just so happens to you. Check it out. As a listing agent, no one wants to get the phone call from another agent that says, hey, by the way, Brett, there are some people walking around in the house. They do not appear to be working with an agent. I know they are not realtors, and I'm just wondering, are they your buyers?
Hey, Brett, it's Brock over here at 2702 Bittersweet. Hey, there's some people walking around here, and they don't appear to have an agent. Are they working with you?
So these are real examples of incidents that have happened in our area. Another one of the common things that happens, now not to say it can't happen with a Supra, but we know who's been there last, is when we get this one.
Hey Brett, I'm over at your listing at 2702 Bittersweet. When I got here, the lockbox is unlocked, there was no key inside there, and the door was wide open. I went inside and looked around, and nobody's there, no key. Just want to let you know.
Yeah, it's real fun when the keys go missing and you don't know who's been in last.
Hey Brett, I'm over at your listing here at 2702 Bittersweet, and there's nobody else here, so I thought, until I went down to the basement where it's dark, and some man flashed his flashlight at me, and he wouldn't answer my questions or anything. Is he working with you?
Another one of those dreaded calls where an unauthorized person is trespassing on the property. How on earth they got in is another question. We can only assume at this point. But from a liability standpoint or from an insurance standpoint, this is a concern. I gotta tell you, there are a few things that can make it any worse than this particular event.
Hey Brett, I'm over at your listing at 2702 Bittersweet, and I'm pretty sure the water is shut off, but there is a very foul smell coming from the bathroom. Just wanted to let you know.
Hell no.
Other than when you get a phone call from your home seller who's very, very angry.
Hey Brett, I'm unhappy right now. One of my neighbors stopped by and they asked if the house was already sold because apparently during one of my showings today, there was a guy up on the ladder looking at my roof. I just want to let you know.
I don't personally like to deal with an angry seller on the phone. We try to avoid it like the plague and deliver outstanding customer service. But when somebody doesn't play by the rules, it's never a good conversation. And our best job is to find out who is responsible. With a combination lockbox, not so easy. With a Supra, or equivalency to that lockbox, where we can track them to the time and date once again, it's much, much easier, as was the case in point with this particular example. We found the person responsible and the agent for this particular situation. So here are some of the other common examples that do happen in which home sellers definitely do not appreciate. The lights are left on. The door is left wide open. The heat is cranked up. Hopefully, not with the door left wide open. Fake agents. This is a newer one. Haven't particularly seen it in our area, but there's been reports around the country. I tell my sellers to call me the lockbox warden with this guy and make sure that even if you are leaving as the agent is showing up, make sure they use the secure box, because only an agent that's licensed is going to have access to these boxes. Combination box, not so much, but there's been reports of people that have intercepted showing requests and showed up early pretending to be a licensed agent around the country. When the seller comes back, they're missing items. The cat got out of the house and we don't know who did it. I'm going with Mike on this one. Mike, was it you? No, I'm just kidding. Actually, wait a minute. Was it? Well, you get the idea. Oh, and did we mention anything about that bathroom incident? Yeah, you saw that already. So, while the combination box will keep the public out, the combination box has no way of tracking who and when, from a realtor standpoint, has actually been through your house. Even if they schedule the showings, they don't always show up on time. And more importantly, there's no guarantee that the real estate licensees are not handing out the combination to one of their investors or some other person they have a friendship or relationship with just because they're a little bit on the lazy side. There's no stopping that. With a Supra lockbox, only licensed real estate agents are going to gain access to your property. So this way you know the time and date that people have gone through your house for security purposes. It doesn't get much more secure than a Supra or something very equivalent, like I said. If you liked this video and thought it was helpful, please be sure to like it. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to hit the notification button over here. I'll be coming back with you more real estate tips next week. Once again, I'm Brett Bosenthal with eXp Realty and SoldByBrett.com. And if you're looking to make a move to Green Bay or the Fox cities, looking to sell or buy, I'm the guy. We'll see you on the next episode. For now, signing off.